So government officials should now be celebrating the new income they're going to get. Cabinet today decided that they will somehow get a minimum income of 15,000 baht per month if you graduate with a bachelor's degree and working.
Yes, as of now, we're still trying to take a look at the cabinet resolution today. We have received a lot of questions concerning the cabinet resolution, and also you see our finance editor barking questions at our reporters because everyone is so confused about what has been announced today. Well, it's not. First of all, it's not the government deciding to increase the starting salary of newly graduate people. No. It's an increase in the so-called cost of living allowance.
Okay.
So that anyone who has been receiving less than 15,000 baht per month will get additional.
Meaning, if the total income, if your total income is less than 15,000 baht, somehow the government will give you a special cost of living allowance to make sure that totally you earn more than 15, or at least 15,000
baht.
if you have a bachelor's degree, if you work for government officials.
Exactly.
What about if I am earning 15,200 baht at the moment?
Well, there's some announcement about a slight increase in your allowance. 5% of what you have been receiving.
5% of my current allowance.
Yes.
Okay. When is that going to happen to me? I'm going to have to go back to tell my wife and children.
Well, the deadline is January 1st. Again, like the other major policies of this government, and this involves the change in the ministerial regulations of the finance ministry. It still has nothing to do with adopting a new legislation as yet. It will cost the government about 18 billion baht next year.
That's only the special allowance.
Yes. If the government want to continue the same policy over to the following year, it will have to spend another 24 billion baht.
So this is it, meaning that this is going to be all that the Pheu Thai party promised in the election when they said that if you graduate with a bachelor's degree and you're working, then you get a minimum, I don't know, income or salary, whatever.
That has been amended a little bit. This is not starting salary anymore.
Okay.
It's what you get as an income. Everything else, allowance or something else, you will get 15,000 baht per month. So the starting salary policy, maybe next year, no, not at all. This government today decided that this
is it.
What is decided today will take effect for the whole of next year. And also this the government, the cabinet today asked the Civil Service Commission to look into the possibility of making 15,000 baht the real starting salary of
a study.
That will take about 4 years or so.
Okay. So that means the next election we will see how the election promise will be raised again or not.
And also the same a similar decision was made concerning the minimum wage today also.
Same kind of a special allowance?
No, the government said that okay, the 300 baht minimum wage will be implemented next January, and also only in Bangkok and 6 other provinces.
And only for government people, or
no,
also
this is for the private sector.
Private sector,
and this is also a very controversial policy because the labor movement, they want a blanket across the board increase in the minimum wage. But the government today decided that it would take effect only in Bangkok and 6 other provinces.
But when you talk about minimum wage, it's not the government's authority.
No, it's
private
sector.
It's a tripartite committee that is still legally in existence, and they decide. Because they comprise employers representatives, employee representatives, and government representatives. Now, is the government going to ask the tripartite party to decide, or is the government saying, you do it?
Well, actually, it's easy this time if the government has the guts to do it, because normally the decision in the tripartite committee was made through the vote, and
Right.
every time the government and the labor sector always side on the same side.
Yeah.
They were on the same side, but this time the government and the labor movement has to be on the same side to allow the government pledge during the election campaign to happen.
So if you're still confused about the 1,500 baht salary income or a 300 baht minimum wage, you're not alone. I'm sure a lot of people are still asking questions, and the government will have to explain if they are clear about this
Right,
themselves.
because apparently the word starting salary is no longer there.
Okay.
It's all about cost of living allowance now.
So if you work for the government, go ask your boss. If you work the private sector, go and ask your supervisor what's going to happen to your income starting next year.